Hey everybody, welcome back to Heart Breathings. As you are watching this, it is my birthday, so I'm so excited to show you my A5 rings birthday setup. So we're gonna just go ahead and dive in. So what I'm using this month is an A5 rings from Carpe Diem. It's just their fuchsia color. And what I've done is added a little decal here that says make every day count that I got from the Webster's Pages or the Carpe Diem website, and they were selling these for just $1 when they had a big Black Friday sale. So I put it on the front to kind of juice it up a little bit. I also just put a little simply gilded ribbon on the back, and I've got a charm hanging from it that is just an S with a Hello Kitty on it that I got from a Sanrio Surprises store probably 12 years ago maybe, so it's probably not something you can still get today, but I still love it. All the Carpe Diem planners come with this little Carpe Diem charm as well, so I just leave that on there. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. I have been so loving this month, and if you're new to this channel, what I do is I switch out my binder every month, the A5 rings binder every month, and kind of give it new dashboards and a new decoration so that I can continue to use the practical side of the planner insides and keep those the same, but still have that feeling of having a brand new planner every single month. And that really works for me with my shiny object syndrome. So I've been using the digital dash box from Planner Press. And what that is basically it's a monthly subscription where you get different accessories and printable dashboards in a bunch of different sizes. I'll link to it down below. I'm not an affiliate, but I use it a lot. This birthday kit actually came out in May when she had like her, I don't know, one of her Planner Press like anniversaries or something. And I didn't get to use it back then, but I'm so happy that I have it now so that I could use it for my actual birthday month. So what I've got here in the front is in the Carpe Diem planners, they have 4 pockets here in the front that are kind of shallow pockets. And I've just printed out a lot of her die cuts from the kit, like a little cupcake and a cake pot, 3-tiered cake with some, or 2-tiered cake with some sparklers, some of her little, these are called vision board things, but they're really just images. I just print all this stuff out on white cardstock and then laminate it so that I can use it again in the future. There's a little champagne glass and some candles. She also had a little thing with all the numbers 1 through 9 of little birthday cake candles. So I printed out the 4 and the 3 and stuck them together and laminated them because I am 43 years old today. And for a while I was like, oh, I don't want to tell everyone how old I am because it feels kind of old compared to a lot of other author tubers who are in their 20s and early 30s. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to own it and be proud of myself and my own life experience. So yes, I will proudly say that I'm turning 43 today. And some other little things in here that I have, a little bookmark or clip, paper clip that I made out of ribbon, a little Hermione, a Hello Kitty, a Donatella, some of my just kind of favorite little characters. This is an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. And this little die cut came with a Black Friday deal back in 2018. And I've just been using that all the time. I also have this little girl from Etsy shop. I got this probably 3 years ago and I can't even remember. This might have been Posh Pieces by Melissa, which I don't think she's on Etsy anymore, but I still love that little teacup girl. And then I have a little Simply Gilded washi card with a bunch of Simply Gilded washies that I use kind of throughout the month. So mostly this front part is just decorative, but it's also really fun. So I've got those just kind of stuck in there. And let me get them kind of back where they were. This little love came from like a little ephemera pack. I think it's also Carpe Diem. This is a little bookmark with a cupcake stack, so I've been kind of leaving that in the front. And then also in this front pocket, I have a couple other things. I have a little happy birthday quote card and a happy birthday, well, they're 2 happy birthday quote cards, and I've just laminated them and stuck them in here. Sometimes with the quote cards, I'll hole punch them and put them in the planner, but this time I just kind of left them in the front. I also have this little planner pouch. How cute is this little like quilted Chanel bag? I love that she does these. It's basically, she just gives you the front and back, and then you laminate the pieces together and then just cut out the top. So the top becomes the only part that's open, and then you can use it. And I find it to be the perfect size for all my little stickers that I use throughout the month. I pretty much use these stickers every day. So it's nice to have them in a little pouch that's decorative in the front. So moving on to the actual dashboards, I decided to start with this one that said happy birthday with the cake and sparklers because, you know, obviously. And then what I love about the digital dash box or making your own dashboards is you can kind of choose what you want on the front and what you want on the back, and it's fully customizable. I also like to put different sticky notes on the back of these dashboards so that I can use them in my planner throughout the month. So I've got a couple Hello Kitty ones. These Post-it notes are actually from the digital dash box. You can see hopefully the little cake and some gold confetti. So what she does is she gives you the design in a little template. So you can take just regular white Post-it notes and print on them, which I love that. And I actually want to experiment more with that, like with some of my book covers maybe. So we'll see how that goes in the future, but I love having those to use throughout the month. And I only just usually print out about, I think, 6 of them and just use them as needed. I also have added something. If you've watched my setups before, a lot of the stuff stays the same except the dashboards, but this year for 2020, I have added some tabs. So these are just clear plastic, and then it's got a little gold word over here. So this also comes from the Planner Press Etsy shop, and you can get different colors for the tabs and the titles. So I just got regular gold. I'm not sure how well that's going to show up on video, and I've got 5 of them in here. So this first one says lists. I've got some photos that I really want to switch out. This little photo sleeve came from Webster's Pages. I've got a little notes thing from Carpe Diem. I've got a whole stack of these, so I just put them in. When I use one, I put a new one in. Another thing that I've bought from Planner Press is a set of little vellum papers that are see-through, and they're really like frosted and cute. This one just has a couple flowers on it, and you can see through it. So I create my own planner called the HB90 that's a 90-day goal setting planner, and that's the majority of what's in this A5 setup. But I do some quotes pages, and I love the fact that I can use them sort of decoratively with this vellum sheet. I just think that looks really pretty. A little Wonton in a Million clip that I got from Michaels. What I used to have in this first section was all my goal setting pages from the HB90 planner, setting up my goals for Q1 or whatever. But what I've done this year, if you go back and watch some of my previous videos already from 2020, I have decided to use my 2020 goals planner, which is a letter. I've printed it in letter size, and I'm using that instead of keeping it in my A5 planner because it started to get a little bit too bulky. Plus that way I can keep all my goal setting sheets in one big planner. So that's that one. So now in the A5, I just have like a yearly overview for 2020 and 2021. And then I have some list pages for just making lists. I haven't actually used this yet, so we'll see how useful that kind of gets throughout the month. If not, I might replace it with something else. So I've got another tab here that says monthly. So that sort of speaks for itself. The cute little dashboard with some more sticky notes on the back. Another quote page, and then this is basically the entire year's worth of months. Now last year, I only kept the current quarter in terms of the monthlies in the planner. So this year I wanted to keep the whole year in case I want to like mark out things that are coming up, like release dates. I'm hoping to have at least 3 book releases this year, if not 5, if I can pull it off. So I'm hoping to be able to plan that more in here. I actually just put the 12-month letter size and A5 size in this format up on Etsy for like $2.50 if you're interested in just printing out the months with the note pages. So that's in there. And then my next little tab here says weekly. So this is going to be my weeklies. I also have another one of these vellum sheets. This one says I'm too creative for 9 to 5. And I love that you can see the little dashboard behind it that has the balloons, and then you've got a little bow up here. So another thing, so you guys will probably see these vellum sheets in there for the whole year, I imagine. So the weekly tab, then another dashboard holding the birthday balloons, some more sticky notes, and yet another one of these vellum tabs. Like I said, these sheets came all in one set of I think 5. So this one says self-made, and it's got a little computer there. This next thing is a little folder that she includes in the digital dash box. So you can print just one-sided folder, which is what I usually do, or you can print facing folders. And so I've got some different stickers in here that I use a lot. So that's my little folders. Then I've got basically my weekly spreads. So at the beginning of the month, I didn't actually use them very much because I felt like the beginning of this year was really tough to get into like back into routines, probably because I have a little 4-month-old baby. And so it was just a little bit tougher than normal. But starting on January 13th, I did get back into my planning stuff. So the setup of my weekly spreads is a little bit different in the new planner for 2020. So if you're interested in that, you can kind of take a look at that on Etsy. But I still have my task lists. I still have, you know, my weekly spreads that are also a little different because they don't have the little checklist at the bottom. But what I've been using this section for here is I've been drawing in, this is dot grid paper, and I've been drawing in a score box for every day of the week that has an anxiety score and a productivity score, because one of my goals for this quarter is really helping myself with my postpartum anxiety and trying to lower my anxiety and increase my productivity as I get back into routines and habits that support that. So that's goal number 3. And then I'm tracking my numbers. So every day, at the end of the day, I'll give myself a number 1 through 10, like how was my anxiety? How was my productivity? And you can see I had some rough days, like 9s, and then I had a good day at 2 on anxiety. Productivity, I had some bad days at a 2 and some decent days at a 6. So I'm hoping throughout the month and throughout the quarter, I'm gonna change these scores around and have low anxiety, high productivity. So I'm tracking the monthly here, or the weekly here. And then on the actual daily pages, I'm using this bottom box right here to keep track of my scores for the day, which I then go back and put here so I can see them at a glance. And then a little bit of a little like journaling, like really high anxiety because of the board meeting and milk supply issue, and Evie isn't sleeping well, likely also from therapy yesterday, a little more productive today because I had to be. So I keep track of my daily schedule, my daily to-dos, my anxiety and productivity scores, and a little bit of journaling. This little box here I use for my writing. So if I'm not writing that day, I don't have any word sprints to add. I also have some little word count or birthday countdown stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. that I've been using. At the end of every week, you've got a little review for the week, so I filled that out. Also, these little side tabs are from the Digital Dash box. And I only did weekly and today, but it's got the little birthday cake with candles, which I think is really cute. And then of course, this is this week and so on. So I've got the daily pages and the weekly pages all in this section. So I'm gonna kind of fast forward to the end. The next section says work and I put a little clear pocket here that came from the Target dollar spot around back to school time. And I love that it's the perfect size for these little very cute design sticker sheets. And I keep some little social media icons there. Then I've got this other dashboard with the kind of princess girl and some more of these sticky notes with another dashboard on the back. Some more book cover images, and this is the final vellum sheet. I love this one. I can't decide if I need a hug, a large coffee, 6 shots of vodka, or 2 weeks of sleep. I think right now I need 2 weeks of sleep because Evie is not sleeping well. It might be that like 4-month sleep regression, but we're doing well. We're just not sleeping as much as I would like to. So then I have a little folder, a zipper folder from Kiki K that's like years and years old that I put even more stickers in. And then what I've added to my planner this year is social media planner section for 2 different career tracking. So this first social media planner that I created I'm using it for my Sarra Cannon author career. And then the second one that's back here, I'm using for heart breathings. So you can see that I haven't really had time to fill this out because like I said, I haven't been sleeping as much as I want, which means that when I am available and really able to work hard, I have to really choose my priorities. And setting up the social media planner has just not been a priority yet. So I'll get to it as we go. And eventually this will go up for sale on Etsy. It's just not quite ready yet. So there's an overview, some questions about social media strategy, some different pages that go with it. Hopefully eventually this will be my editorial calendar for my blog and YouTube stuff. And then this is the actual social media planner. As you can see, I haven't had time to fill it out, but you'll have space for 5 different channels, like your Facebook page or your group and your Instagram or YouTube. And then here you can schedule out like what I would be posting on my Facebook page every day. And you can also track your followers and how many you added this week. So I've got those printed out for the entire quarter for Sarra Cannon. Then I've got a little book tracking sheet some little things I call content buckets, another dashboard with a little jumping girl, very excited, it's her birthday. I wish I had woken up to a bunch of pink balloons today, but I did not. A little repeat of that happy birthday cake from the front, and then a second social media planner that will be for heart breathing. So in heart breathings, I'm going to track YouTube, newsletter, Instagram and stories, Facebook and my WordSprint group, and Pinterest. So obviously this was last week's tracker and nothing went up on it because I just haven't had time to post as much on social media as I want. But hopefully by the end of this quarter, you guys will see these pages fully filled out and I'll be using them more often. So we'll see how it goes. This last section is called personal, and this is the final tab, and another dashboard that's super cute. And then this whole back section is more like my vision board and personal goals and things like that. And I tend to add quotes that I like or things I want to bring into my life or focus on into this back section that's a little bit, like it says, more personal. In the back of the Carpe Diem planners, they also do have another pocket and a place you could put a notebook, but I don't tend to use this because I feel like it bulks up the planner. And then here in the very back pen loop, I do have this Emily Ley gold dot pen. If you have been following my HB notebook challenge, you'll know that I tend to have a notebook challenge and a new notebook that I use every month. But this year in 2020, I'm also going to be using a pen every month that is going to be my like ride or die, use it all the time pen. So this month it's the Emily Ley gold dot pen. So there you have it. This is my birthday setup in my A5 Carpe Diem. I hope that you enjoyed this. I also wanted to let you guys know that if you have been waiting for news about my Publish and Thrive course, which is my 5-week self-publishing class, registration just opened today. So I'm super excited that you can go ahead and sign up. If you're interested to see like all the details about what's in the course and what we cover, that's going to be down in the description box below. So just click that link and you can read all about it. There's also a chance if you know you want to sign up for Publish and Thrive and you want to sign up for HB90, then you can actually sign up for my New Year course bundle, which is both courses, and you get $99 off the total price if you sign up as a bundle. So check out those links below. I'll be talking a little bit more about the Publish and Thrive class next week when I do a video about how much money and how much profit I've made self-publishing and how I did it. So hopefully you will subscribe and stay tuned for that. If you're just here for the planner goodies, I do have a notebook challenge. I do a lot of productivity videos and A5 setups and things like that. So I hope you'll subscribe and stick around for the great planningness as well. Other than that, guys, I am finished with my A5 setup and I am going to head out and go celebrate my birthday with my family, and hopefully you guys will all have a good day too. If you're not already subscribed, just hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will see you here in my next video. Bye.